A hero can be described as a person who is admired for their courage, noble qualities, and achievements. A hero is someone who has made a positive change in one's life or society in general. A zero is defined as having no measurable or determinable value. A zero is someone who has made a negative impact on society. For example, a villain is a zero.
Let's start by taking a look at Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. In 1963, he was arrested in Birmingham, Alabama during a non-violent campaign to protest discrimination. His goal was to end segregated public facilities such as restrooms. In 1977, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Honor. Now, take a moment and fill out your survey. Use your answers to decide whether Dr. Martin Luther King is a hero or a zero. Now let's take a look at someone a little bit different. Osama bin Laden was implicated in several terrorist attacks against the U.S., including the attacks of September 11, 2011. In 1979, he joined the resistance fighters in Afghanistan after the Soviet Union invaded the country to help drive out the occupying forces. He declared a holy war in the United States between 1996 and 1998. What do you think? Is he a hero or a zero? Fill out your survey and decide. Now, let's take a step back in time. Adolf Hitler is mostly known for the leadership role he played in the rise of fascism in Europe. During his reign as dictator, he oversaw the Nazi Party, who was responsible for depriving Jews of their political rights, occupations, and property, causing physical and mental anguish, exile, and death. His reign ended with the death of close to 17 million civilians, including 6 million Jews. Using this information, fill out your survey and decide, hero or zero. On the other hand, Oskar Schindler was a German industrialist who is accredited with saving almost 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust. He accomplished this by employing them in his factories. Among the Jewish community, he is called a righteous Gentile, which means a non-Jew who took great risks to ensure the safety of Jews who were doomed by the Nazis' final solution. His story has later become the subject for the novel Schindler's Ark and the film Schindler's List. What's your take? Is Schindler a hero or a zero? Now it's time to look at Oprah Winfrey. Is she a hero or a zero? Decide for yourself. Oprah has risen from a tough childhood to become one of the richest people in the world. Ooh, she's rich, but does that make her a hero? Oprah launched her own magazine in 2000 that focused on women in the 30s. Her own magazine? Rich and in print? But is she a hero? Oprah is known as one of the most generous celebrities, giving both in this country and around the world, through various charitable groups and even founding her own school in South Africa. Does giving this make her a zero? Now, take a moment and fill out your survey on Oprah Winfrey. What will you conclude? Is she a hero or a zero? Next, look at the music sensation Chris Brown and decide, hero or zero. Chris Brown reportedly broke a window after being asked about his fight with his girlfriend. Touchy? Hero or zero? Let's hear more. Chris Brown was nominated for a 2009 Kids' Choice Award, an award nomination, but is he hero material? Chris Brown has had several songs on the Billboard Top 10, popular musician, but hero or zero? It's your turn to decide. Rate Chris Brown on your survey and decide.
You've just heard about some of society's greatest heroes and zeros. Now it's your turn to do some research and find your own heroes and zeros and try to convince yourself, your classmates, and us who they might be. Will they be the biggest heroes the world has ever seen or the biggest zeros they've seen? We look forward to seeing your work.